Hello. Barrio. Welcome to Strum. Good morning. What is the story so far today? Hope you're all well. I've literally just made, whilst we were going live, made the player character for Alfie. I might need to open the save again, reopen the save again actually. You just save that under test. Pew, 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 pew. It helps if you're on the right thing, doesn't it, Chess? Then in theory, Alfie should be in there. Even if I load up the original save. Well, that's the plan. Let's see if it's actually friggin' worked. Alfie. Oh. I just spelled his. I might have just spelled his name wrong. I just fucking changed him. The fuck? Hold on. Team players. Shit. What? Confusion. Did I just not save it? Sure I saved it. Okay, that's weird. Oh, I didn't save his name. I didn't save all of it. That's weird. He's at Grimsby now, but apparently that's the only part of it that's saved. The balls. Like, I literally went through and saved everything. I could have sworn I saved everything. Centre mid with a cam. What was the shirt number? 14, I want to say. It was. Says he types 12. Like, it moved him to Grimsby. That apparently was the only thing that saved. Oh yeah, save. Right, cool. Thanks. How very peculiar. Well done, Chess. Hey. That's really odd. 156. I'm absolutely certain that's what I did last time. Who knows when FC 25 is going to come out? Which video is that, Lucas? Do you mean the F1 one? Thank you for the 100 bits, Callum. That's very kind of you. I plan to. Right, now Alfie should be in the save, correct? Hey, there he is. He's still at New York City. That didn't quite go according to plan. Hang on then. Unless he's going to Grimsby? Now he's at Grimsby. For some, the F110 drivers thing. Yeah, that was a lot of fun to be a part of. A lot of fun to be a part of. I don't want that spreadsheet yet. I want this one. Grimsby Town. I need to just highlight it all, don't I? There we go. Centimetre Grimsby Town 55. Lebosh. Turns out, when you do things correctly, they work. It's called the live editor. It's called the live editor, DG. Where you can edit things in an active save. But that's the only thing we're quote unquote modding. Is it too early in the day to have birthday? It's your birthday today, Mike. Yesterday. Happy birthday for yesterday, dude. Oh no, I hope you had a good day, man. It's never too early to have birthday cake in response to the question. Ever. Never, ever, ever. If you do some skill moves in an international friendly and it's an objective to contract, does it count? I don't know, Marcus, ultimately. I genuinely don't know. Happy Cake Day +1, indeed. No. Right, let's resave that so that that's active on the actual career. Gonna have to do a little bit of research for us, Marcus. Yeah, it doesn't count for pre-season tournaments. No, you're right. But an international game, I don't know. Right, let's sort the training plan, make sure everyone's going to be fit again for the next game. Which it looks like they are. I'm not sure what to do in January. Like, we've got players that we want to replace. And players that we plan on replacing later down the line. But do I need to recall the players that got... Or did we do it? No, we brought them back, didn't we? Already brought back the loanies that left and came back again. Let's have a look at that youth scout report then before we go any further. Jake Wright. Probably going to be rubbish though, that's the only thing. Matthew Hancock. Centre back. 51 to 63 though. Ugh. 56 to 70 for Teddy Vaughan. dead. Pace 72, shooting 51. Okay, Jasper might be half decent. Wait and see what position he plays in. Actually, do I just call him up? Wait and see what position he plays in first. Although presumably although his dribbling is quite high, his passing is better than his shooting. Maybe he's a winger. I'm gonna say no to you. What are you valued at? 325. Okay, so you might be decent. You're absolute dirt. So are you. 76.94 for Isaac Dyer. Might have some potential there. 58.74. Might have some potential there. You're not. You are equally not. You are equally not. And you are equally not. And you are equally not. And guess what? Okay, so we're waiting. We're waiting. Birthday celebration at Wembley on Friday instead. Nice. So we've got 2 goalkeepers, a cam, a centre mid, and 2 wingers. No, we specifically moved him to cam, didn't we? I think at 59 rated. It's like better than Glenn McConnell. But is he worth calling up? I don't know. I don't think so. So that's the thing. So we'll lose Lyle Taylor at the end of the season, but that's fine. Dunk will lose as well, but that's fine. Sakes and Holden. Brophy I need to renegotiate with. I might be able to do that now, actually. I can. Let's quickly renegotiate with Brophy. John, thank you very much for the Prime Gaming sub, mate. Welcome back to the gang, Mr. Dinsdale. If we accept rotation, that'd be great, but he wants important. I get it, that's fine. Just 1 year, good. No release clause, fine. He wanted 1,500, didn't he, previously? So, whoa, that's 10 shares. Let's give him 1,600 a week. Right, Brove's up to 1,600. Brophy. 2, 1,600. Literally, yeah, to the second, Leone. And then of those that are still here for another year, Morrow just needs replacing now, doesn't he? I think we might make the choice to sell Morrow, even though he's been retained by the club. That's where FC kind of takes over. In real life, obviously, he'll still be usable, but in FC, he's going to not be usable. So we might end up losing Morrow. Elias is 31, so in FC terms is replaceable, certainly. And then Danny Andrew is going to start to decline very soon. But they're ones that could be done in the... The ones that we're going to do in the summer are those that we're going to actively look to sell that have been transfer listed by the club IRL. So what we are really looking for at the moment are those that are... We're looking to replace effectively those that are leaving on a free in the summer. But there might be more players in the summer that are available on a free that we might miss out on if we commit to buying now, which is what I'm apprehensive about. I don't want to commit to new players now to then have the budget and capacity to sign even better players in the summer. That's the concern at the moment. Yeah, Digger's definitely usable at CDM. Sorry, at centre back for sure. 100%. But he's been really solid at CDM for us, so I don't really want to move him at the moment. questions as well, don't we, from the most recent episodes? So let's get those too. Get Q1, Q2 and Q3 up. What did you have for lunch is also a question. I've not had it yet. It's a good one from Jamie, actually. Do you like onions? And then that is a very good question. Because that is very, very, very relevant. Because it's a question I wanted to ask the YouTube comment section anyway. Then let's just update the names on the thing. We can start to think about what we're going to do. Jules Schilling, and need to tweet the stream out as well. Change the colour of people's names for the board behind me. I think I need to slightly tweak the camera up a bit if I recall from when we were last live. Having a look at it, it's not quite high enough. It was nearly cutting off the top of the board. Not sure if it's moved again since. Not too fair. Might be because the table's moved. Oh, it's not even fucking. It's completely fucking zoomed out in a minute. That's weird. Where's my webcam? There we go. I need to put the heart rate monitor on as well and change my t-shirt. It's all going on today. It's all going on today, isn't it? You can see the mess that's behind me. There we go. Ah, that's all right. Jules, thank you very much for the 34th month subscribed, mate. That's very, very good of you indeed. Right, there were a couple of players in the comment section here that I was actually going to put on the short list. That's it, Charlie Good. Here's 28-year-old Charlie Good, 67 rated at Wigan. Wigan. Oh, he's only on loan at Wigan. Okay, not doable. So if we're going to need multiple strikers and we're going to need multiple centre backs. But if I sign one of each now, then I can still sign one more of each in the summer. I think that makes sense, doesn't it? We're going to need multiple centre-backs, strikers, and full-backs. So if I look to sign one of each now, we could do one of each in the summer as well. So let me make a note of that. CB, FB, ST. But we have to have the finances to be able to do so, obviously, as well. Hoskins is currently too higher rated. Yes, Farms. Hello, by the way. I just put your name on the pool behind me. From your YouTube comment. Thank you, Chew. That's quite right. Boo, 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 boo. Just add a couple more names to the shortlist from the YouTube comment section. I should buy loan Sule in August. Yeah, okay. Or nah. I think that's all. I think that's all we'll take from the comment section for now. Get chat up. Stop that. Let's tweet the stream out, shall we? From bom 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 bom. There, 10 minutes ago was a video went live on the second channel, the creator series video from Friday night. Fucking honestly. They really need to fix the Pro Twitter. Also need to switch YouTube accounts on here. I was uploading that video as we were going live, hence why I haven't tweeted it out yet. This should be registered as live now. Indeed it is. Good. Not the smoothest of starts to the stream. I apologise for that. Been a bit all over the place, but it's okay. If things worked as they were supposed to, then would have been alright, wouldn't we? I got all thrown off by the Alfie Japer thing not working. Add a thumbnail, monetization on. There we go. should be. It is indeed in the comment section. In the comment section, in the sub box. Let's tweet this out as well. Bosh. That should be. There we go. Good. Holy mo! I sound quiet, do I, Dobby? Turn me up, mate. Then I won't sound quiet. Off work early today, Doc. Nice. I'm max volume. Then don't know what to say to you, mate. No one else is having issues with me being a bit quiet. So I don't know. Wayne, thank you for the subscription on YouTube, mate. Appreciate it, dude. Welcome to the gang. Right, so we're going to look to sign a centre-back, a full-back and a striker in this window. But primarily, they are going to be utilised in future seasons, aren't they? Sean Clare as a fullback. Potentially. I'm not saying yes. Josh Earl, we want to see how good he is or how regularly he's playing for his club. Zack Jules is obviously fantastic physically. And he's, to be honest, I'd rather use Zack as a left back, I think. Although he's very good for a centre back. He is very good for the thing. The thing is, it doesn't matter how difficult you make the sliders. If a player is just really strong physically, then they can be game breaking. So I'd be apprehensive to sign someone that is that fast and ultimately will get significantly faster at centre back. That's the thing. George Nurse is definitely an option at left back as well. And only 24 too. I think George Nurse probably would edge it actually. And that would be a doable, a more realistic signing, I think. Andre Green is an option out wide. Again, I am cautious to sign people that are mad quick. Because you saw how with Crescencio, Somerville, etc. I did just see that in chat, yeah. You saw how in the lead save with like Crescencio, Somerville, etc. Players just were blitzed past. Ocon to leave Alpine at the end of the year because he keeps being a naughty boy, putting himself above the team. So they're like, you know what, enough's enough. Bye. I imagine. His contract runs out at the end of 2024 anyway, and they've just chosen to not renew it. Fair enough. Jaden Dans. Let's have a look. Jaden Dans, 17 at Liverpool. It could be a loan signing, maybe. I can't afford to buy him. I don't have the budget at the moment. That's one thing I haven't factored in with any of these players we've got on the shortlist. I don't have the finances to actually buy them. We don't have any strikers on the shortlist, I don't think. No, we don't. So, let's have a look. Luke Berry, we're thinking about trying to sign on a free, but he's still got more time in his contract in save when in real life he doesn't, but it could be a purchase next year. Andre Green is too expensive. Our current budget to buy players sits at £629,000, so I can't afford to buy Andre Green. I can't afford to buy Luke McCowan, and he's not looking to relocate at this time anyway. Jordan James has just moved to Dynamo. Okay, so we'll remove him off the list. Josh Early, 700 grand. Can't afford. I think our budget is probably going to hold us back here for the time being. We might have to make a couple of free signings. Sean Clare could be available around. Zack Jules is actually the only player that I can realistically afford to buy in this window. Of those on the shortlist at the moment. And I am apprehensive about signing. Although we are limiting the player's growth, so he presumably wouldn't rock it. What do we think about signing Zack Jules, chat? What are we saying? Do we think that's a good one or not? Exeter are 17th in the table. That is one we could look to get done now, and is realistic. Then we could look at free agents in the fullback and striking positions. Alex Grieve is Aussie. Or is that Kiwi? Not sure which. It's Kiwi, I think, actually. I think it's Kiwi. I don't know where he used to play, though. Some did say that he's Kiwi. He was at St Mirren. So some people did say that they'd be okay with me signing players that are Aussie or Kiwi, because there's a lot of Aussie and Kiwi players that are in the lower leagues in the UK. And I don't know whether to do that or not, because obviously, by the rules we currently have, we wouldn't be signing any Aussie or Kiwi players until the Premier League. But there are probably more Aussie and Kiwi players outside the Premier League in England than there are in the Premier League in England. So it's an odd one. And he was playing in Scotland for St Mirren since 2022 and went to Dundee on loan at the end of the 23-24 season. So it's odd that he's a free agent now, actually, in save, because he, in theory, in save should have still been at St Mirren. But I guess when we updated the squad files, it would have registered as him being released. So he's a potential, maybe. I'll add him to the shortlist, and we'll see what chat think. He was in Scotland, yeah. Let's have a look. Right backs. Again. So no real right backs available. Left backs. There are left backs available. There's free agents at the moment. Centre back wise. No centre backs available as free agents either. So I would be happy to sign Grieve as a free agent, knowing that he was, like, we're not bringing him from Australia or New Zealand to come to England. He was already in the UK, in Scotland. So I'd say I'd agree. with you, Jay. If he was in Scotland, then I think it makes sense. Thank you for the follow, by the way, Jay. 11 hours ago. Appreciate it. You're up late. So I'd be okay with signing Alex Grieve. Fullback wise, I don't know if we're going to have enough money to be able to sign a fullback as well as anyone else. But we can have a look and see who potentially is available in midfield. Which at the minute doesn't appear to be much for the level that we're at with the rules we've set for ourselves. A lot of Qatari players. I'm good, thank you, Glenn. How are you, mate? Who does Luke Bolton play for? That name rings a bell. Luke Bolton is at Wrexham. You'd say he's more of a winger than a fullback, wouldn't you? As a release clause, but Wrexham would have. I don't know as that he'd leave Wrexham, to be honest, to come to us. Maybe if we went up, but then if we go up, then we're looking at higher caliber players, aren't we? You signed him in January, did you? IRL. Okay, fairs. Ed Turns, that was another one you mentioned in chat, wasn't it? Ed Turns. Is it Gil Vicente? He's Welsh, but he's in Portugal. He's also not great. He's also out of my budget. So. TJ Ioma at Lincoln. Ioma would be affordable. I could do Ioma. He's technically, he's really not impressive though, is he? 61 being his best technical stat. We have to plan ahead for the fact that we might well be championship next year. So I think we sign Zack on a. I think we try and buy Zack. And then in the summer, I might look to buy George Nurse if I've got the money. And I'll ask the YouTube comment section if they're okay with me signing Alex Grieve. And it's the finances that are holding us back with regards to the squad growth. But we are looking to sell players in the summer, aren't we? So there are plenty of options available to us. Right, let's start recording. Pop your game restrict on, Jez. Come on, and the heart rate monitor. Bloody hell. Been one of those mornings so far. Just not really on it. Where does Freddie Draper play, Schroeter? It helps if you actually plug the thing in, doesn't it? Is it Lincoln? I'll have a look. Norris, Callum, catch you later, dude. F1 will be about 3 PM. We'll start about 3. Heart rate monitor up. Don't think Draper would be realistic as a lean. Long-term contract valued highly by the club. I know every player has a price. Let's have a look. Did I open that up? Come on, find the fucking thing. It's literally, there you go. I was going to say it's literally attached to my chest. And we're on, good. Okay. Freddie Draper, 19. I can't afford him anyway. 1.1 million. Charlie McNeil. I can't afford him. His wages are too expensive and his value is too expensive. If his contract runs out and he's a free agent in the summer, then we can look into it for sure. Right. Let's actually start the video, shall we? 3 minutes into recording. Why are you... Because there's a fucking wire on it. Oh, cable management. 1 Chess 90. Thank you for the follow, Calming Goat. I can't remember whether I said that or not. I think I might have done. It still didn't even say calming. It's an A. K. Calming Goat. Welcome to the January transfer window episode of the Realistic RTG Career Mode. We're looking to improve the squad. However, we don't have much money to do so. So it's going to be a tricky scenario at the moment, managing players that come in, players that go out, and how the squad is going to develop, especially considering we don't know what our future holds with regards to what league we're going to be in, because we're currently sat 4th and in the playoffs. Form is good enough to see us probably stay in the playoffs if we can keep it up for the rest of the season, as is the gap, 9 points down to Wigan in 7th. But there's a lot going on with our squad at present and in the summer as well. Loads of players running out of contract. Loads of players that are going to be added to the transfer list in the summer as per Cambridge United's real-life retained list. So there is going to be a big squad turnaround. We can kind of preemptively do some of it now because we've got a small budget to do so. But we're not going to be able to do everything that we want to do now or even potentially in the summer, depending on how much money we've got. So we're going to have to be frugal. But this is where the realism comes in, because if it was just in-game, we could just go and buy anyone, whoever the hell we wanted. But we have a realistic budget that is determined by our balance, the squad we have, and what budget we have available wage-wise as well. So I have £630,000 available in my transfer budget, as you can see there. My current wage budget remaining is 7,750-ish. We could push it to 14,500-ish if we really want to. But then obviously I would be running the risk of being over budget next season as well as over budget this season, whilst needing to improve again in the summer. So I'm apprehensive to overspend now when things are going relatively well enough as we are. Thank you very much for your continual support on this save, by the way. The likes have been great. The views have been great. Your feedback in the comment section has been superb as well. We have 3 questions for you from that comment section, one of which we can cover now from Oliver. The rumour mill suggests that you are viewed in high regard by some smaller international teams. What do you plan on doing when international job offers come in? Quite frankly, I am solely focused on club football. I'm Cambridge United through and through, and we won't be taking any international options should they become available at any point. Now then, you guys want to know what's happening with regards to the transfers, and as things stand, we don't have much money. We've got lots of players that are running out of contract. We've got lots of players that are aging, regardless of whether they are or are not running out of contract. And a number of players that are in on loan in a number of different positions. I am looking to sign a centre-back in this window and buy them. That player is Zack Jules from Exeter. Currently valued at 65 overall. Market value, currently rated at 65 overall. Currently valued at £575,000. But it reckons I could get him out for a price of about 480, which says to me his contract doesn't have much longer left to run on it. And that's well within transfer budget as well. And look at the wages. That's well within wage budget too. That makes a lot of sense to me. What I would like your feedback on, however, is this free agent Alex Grieve. As the rule set stands, we're not allowed to buy players outside of the domestic region whilst we're in Leagues 1 and 2. However, there are a lot, this is what you guys have rightly pointed out in the comment section, there are a lot of Australians and Kiwis in the lower leagues in the UK and less so in the top flight. And by the letter of the law, with the rule set we have, we would only be able to sign players from that part of the world when we reach the Premier League, which doesn't quite make sense. Alex Grieve is Kiwi, and the key point here is he's been released from an SBL side. So he was already in Europe, in the UK. So am I allowed to? You guys have the call here in the comment section. Am I allowed to sign Alex Grieve on a free? Yes or no? If you guys say yes, I will get him in. We should be able to afford him even after we've signed a couple of other players that we have our eyes on. But if you decide that I'm not allowed to sign players from Australia and New Zealand, or maybe we see, like we have in this case, where they were released from, and if they were released from the club in the UK, then they're already here, then I can do. So I think that should be okay. But obviously you guys have the deciding call here. It may take a couple of episodes to get that signing done as well, because I'm recording in advance and this is Tuesday's video being recorded on Monday, so I might not see the feedback for this until Thursday's video. So do bear that in mind. Hopefully, in the meantime, he doesn't get signed by anyone else. But if he's still a free agent now, then I don't imagine that he will do. But we'll just have to play it by ear. Right. We've got 4 games to play in this transfer window as well, so we're going to try and get our way through them. Blackpool, Wigan and Reading will be the 3 that we play because they are the 3 biggest sides, and Burton away from home should be one that we could comfortably deal with in a sim. So let's go and get stuff done. Interest in a Patreon player is fine. Interest from Regensburg in Germany for Soleil Kaikai, but that's not necessarily realistic, so we will be rejecting that. We, of course, are only accepting bids or considering accepting bids from clubs that would realistically bid for those players in real life, and Regensburg wouldn't bid for a League One player at Cambridge United, that's for sure. Let's go and play Blackpool then. Their side, they've got Jordan Rhodes up top still. He's very good. Blackpool, a side that were relegated from the Championship, threatened with relegation in this save earlier in the season, and at the moment find themselves still in 18th, but have won 3 of their last 5. And their squad is decent. So it's not going to be a walkover. It's not going to be easy. But it is a game we could get something from. Please do continue to drop the videos a like. Please do continue to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And click the notification bell. You won't miss out on anything. Of course, come and join me on stream as well. It'd be great to have your feedback live and in the moment. I know this has been a wordy intro, but it's a transfer window and we've got a lot to talk about. On the pitch now, though. Noob, thank you for the follow, mate. Welcome to the channel, pal. Good, thank you, Liam. How are you, dude? Alright. Give me 1 sec. Just need to go and help Nat with something. 2 minutes. turn the diary monitor off. At least I close the app. There we go. Hello, Ted. Lots of love from Malawi. Thank you, Hanson. Thank you for the support from so far away, my friend. Right, what can we do in this first played game of the day? There's a lot of concentration, a lot of focus off field at the moment with the potential incomings. But we can't afford to detract from... Oh, it's going to be their free kick, isn't it? Never mind. Byers nicely in. Nicely tackled by Okadina. Brophy racing away. Brophy signed a new one-year extension to his contract. One of those handful of players that have been retained by Cambridge United for next season IRL, and we're doing the same in this save. Obviously, if we get promoted, we'll more than likely only be a squad player because we'd be looking to improve in that position. But ultimately, we'd be looking to improve in every position, and we won't have the funds to do that. So we're going to have to be selective with who we buy, when we buy, and where from. Hopefully... and even how we buy, i.e. paid transfer or free transfer. And fingers crossed, everything will fall into place for us financially as well as in sporting terms in the football as well. It didn't quite fall into place for Jack Lancaster there. But Saleh could get a header away here on goal, and he has. And Coulson clears it off the line. Saleh wins it back. Gassan is here and available. And it's Paul Digby from the edge of the box who's hit the bar now. Off the line and off the woodwork. No opening goal for the U's. Go on, bros. Go on, bros. Go on, bros. Down you go. Gassan's in the middle. Gassan's always available in the middle. That's cleared away. But only as far. There's another. Amber and black shirt. We're all over them at the moment. Never mind. Pressure relieved. Glad you enjoyed the F2, Connor. Appreciate the feedback, mate. The video on the second channel went up 45 minutes ago of the highlights. Get there, Soleil. Okay. Favourite footballer of all time is Ronaldinho, Hansen. Pennington. Here's Norburn. Oh, it's loose. You can see the idea. See the intention. Didn't get it done. Gassan, great hold-up play from Gassan. And look at Brophy on the move. He's got Danny Andrew around the outside. The left-back's in the box here. Minimal options, so we'll just go for goal. And unfortunately, straight at the goalkeeper. No opening goal for Cambridge once more, but we are the side playing the better football. Really, the only side playing any football at the moment. Blackpool are just running around. Might as well just go for a jog rather than actually do anything football-wise. Liam Bennett doesn't score at all for us so far this season. Or hasn't scored at all for us so far this season. I think that might be the first shot he's had that's actually been on bloody target. Still, the U's push for a goal. Still, we haven't got one. But Zeno could nod this down. Or not. Or nah, Sam. Thank you very much for the 18th month in a row as well, my guy. Appreciate that, mate. Very, very good of you indeed. For some reason, my skybox is being a bumhole. I don't know why. Decent effort that from Liam. Good save by the keeper. Blackpool have been so bad at keeping hold of possession, haven't they? Really bad. Soleil and Bennett fired at Lancaster. That's a hand for sure. Norburn into Lavery. Cowlin Lavery out to Pennington. The same Pennington that is at Everton, maybe on loan. Brophy's definitely fouled his man there as far as I'm concerned. But we get away with it, and Lancaster will look for Saleh again, who could be in behind here. Saleh Kaikai ducking, weaving, firing, and not scoring. Good save by Grimshaw. New FC games are normally announced kind of mid-July-ish, Davidenki. There are various legal reasons why it's not announced any earlier. Afternoon, Kin. How are you, mate? Ultimately, you can always be safe with the knowledge that there's going to be another game, so it doesn't matter when it gets announced. Because it's going to happen, innit? Zeno with the ping. Switch it back. It's just been all United. Really surprised that Blackpool have been as poor as they have. But judging by the league table, maybe we shouldn't be. Well, their recent form did show signs of improvement. Maybe they just don't travel well. Lancaster fires over the bar now. Maybe they're really good at home at Bloomfield Road, but on their jollies, they just can't do the business. CJ Hamilton. There's Byers. Ball over the air. Can Saleh get to that? No. Morgan knocks it to Lavery. And support from Morgan again. Through the gap. Zeno intercepts nicely. Round the corner to Saleh. And Digby has Gassan with him. Never mind. Byers out to Hamilton. A Blackpool going to have their first chance of the game here in first half stoppage time. CJ Hamilton bearing down on goal. Cuts it back nicely to Cowden Lavery. I think it's Cowden Lavery anyway. Byers. Lavery again. Jordan Rhodes feels like he's not touched the football at all until this exact moment. And he very nearly gets himself an assist as well. But the shot flies wide. And it will be 0-0 at half time. It's been all United. But it may well have been all Blackpool on the scoreline if it weren't for that last minute poor finish. I'm going to check now. Is it Cowden Lavery? No, it's Shane Lavery. Oh, I was wrong all along. Where's Cowden Lavery play then now? Where's me? There. Cowden Lavery is at Donny. Doncaster Rovers. Scored 1 goal in 12 games. Arrgh. Check out the finish. Yeah, that'll do. Christ. That is what they call a fin wish, Glenn. That's very, very good. Oh, nice. You got a Euro 96 Shearer shirt, did you, Twonga? I didn't, Ben. No, you're right. Lavery. Shane Lavery, not Cowden Lavery. Cowden Lavery, we've discovered with a quick Google, is at Doncaster Rovers. I think I've made that mistake before as well. With the Laveries. Oh, I've made a mistake there with my football as well. And Hamilton will find buyers. And a Blackpool going to start the second half very much on top. Well, the answer is yes anyway. But hopefully they don't score. They fired into life in stoppage time in the first half. And the manager has reiterated that they need to do more of that here in the second. Lavery back to Morgan. And in the box now. And out the box. But it's going to break nicely for Norburn. Could shoot. Morgan will. Blocked. And don't let Jordan Rhodes have half a yard in the box. Doesn't matter how old he is or how slow he's become. Give him half a chance. He will bury it. But thankfully Jordan Cousins has done enough there defensively to ensure that they don't have a chance. And they won't bury it. And actually on the count here we can send Jack Lancaster in behind. Didn't quite work. And we can't have a chance of our own. Willie Orban has signed for Arsenal, though, apparently. Top left, transfer confirmed. We'll, of course, give you a full roundup of the transfer window at the end of the episode. And with the Patreon players as well. An update as to who's moved where. A number, I think, have moved in this window as well. But let's wait and see. 76% possession for them in the last few minutes. And 3 chances to our none. Blackpool are dominating the second half the way that we did the first. We didn't find a way through. Will they? Byers to the byline. Hamilton looking to do the same. Lovely little back heel by Rhodes. Well in. Bennett and Soleil. Somehow Digby holds on to that. Great utilitarian player, Paul Digby. He will be a valued member of this squad for slightly longer than most, I think, because he can play at centre mid and at centre back. So will provide an option when needed in multiple areas. How's his shooting from distance? Not sensational. Doesn't score many goals for Digby. Hasn't scored one here. But maybe can get on the end of the cross. He's at the back post. It's Gassan that's there in the middle. And Grimshaw with a wonderful stop. Just keep the scorelines at level. Pegging. He's going to get to that as well. It's not great though. It'll fall to Soleil. Is there enough space for the shot? Yes. There's enough space for the shot to actually do anything though. Digby. Lancaster. Oh, Lancaster from the edge of the box. He loves a finesse, but Grimshaw's in the way again. Make some changes. Do Soleil for Thomas. I might be the only move I make at the moment. Anyone seen wearing a replica shirt of any team in the Euros will be fined £4,000. What? 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 They can't do that. People can buy whatever the fuck they want. Surely that's illegal. It's a German policy. What? It is literally illegal to wear fake clothes. Oh. How are they going to tell? Just undress people in the street. Like, there's going to be hundreds of thousands of fans there. They're not just going to strip search people, are they? Lavery and Rhodes. Jordan Cousins is there. No, Jordan Cousins is not there in the way. Jordan Rhodes. Jordan v Jordan. Changes being made by ourselves. I don't know as they've made any of their own. Here's Norburn. Back to Byers. George Thomas has come on out wide for me for Soleil Kaikai. Ian Bennett doing very well. Failed for his efforts, but keeps possession in Cambridge United. Feet. It's Jordan Rhodes. Really haven't had the chance to get forward myself much at all in this second half. But now might be that opportunity. Lancaster has Brophy arriving. And when Brophy's legs get going, there's not many that can catch him, he says, as Pennington keeps up. Brophy's trying. Very hard. Digby. Digger! Nope. Oh, that would be too much. Sounds too much like hard work, to be honest, Shruta. If I was doing less regular content, then definitely, but trying to pump out multiple videos a week. And stay on top of everything. Cousins and Andrew and Brophy. Andrew Brophy keeps hold of it. Cousins to Gas. Gasman has Brophy going again. Danny Andrew will look for him. Pateta with the pressure on. Is Grimshaw going to make a final mistake? Doesn't look like it. In a game with multiple chances at both ends, in theory, although almost everything happened at that one end of the pitch. First half for us, second half for them. Both goalkeepers come out with a clean sheet. Each set of defenders was very, very impressive in that game, with 11 shots for us and 5 for them. Neither could find a way through. 16 shots on goal in the game. No goals themselves, though, which is a surprise, to be honest. Right, we are back and in the menu. So let me go and update my spreadsheet, and then we'll think about going and signing Zack Jules from Exeter. Exactly, Shruta. Got to make sure I can keep up with the upload schedule. Right, last one we did was youth facilities, 30k, which is that one. So then it's just catching up with what we see there. Stadium maintenance, 3,000. Match tickets, 73. Player wages, 55. Why is player wages 55? Oh, because of the loan Macaulay Bond left, didn't he? Is that 10? Macaulay Bond's loan contract expired, which means actually I could take him out of here. Zack has been playing very regularly for Exeter this season in their defensive lineup. Can play at centre-back and left-back, but clearly Mitchell's been playing at left-back, Rankin at right-back for them, and Zack has been partnered by a number of different players who've got a handful of appearances in those other centre-back roles. But Exeter are underperforming this season in the league, and certainly I feel like in the position we're in, it would be an appealing move for Zack to move from 18th placed Exeter to 4th placed Cambridge United. So this is one that I feel is doable and is realistic. So we're going to go and try and get that done immediately now as we're between games. Jordan Archer is still a goalkeeper I'm contemplating picking up as a free agent in the summer, although it depends who else might well be available. Sean Clare is a player also contemplating, thinking about looking at in the summer, but it depends how many games he's playing at Wigan and what league we're in, certainly. But Zack is doable right here and now, and they reckon £480,000 is about what we could get him for. And again, to reiterate, our transfer budget is currently £630,000. Macaulay Bonne has left us. The loan, not expired. They recalled him, and I wasn't using him, so I'm quite happy to let him leave. And that means we now have a more sizable wage budget of £10,500 at the moment. So we're going to look to utilise that if we need to. But at the minute, they reckon, my chief executive reckon I can get it for about £480,000. So I'll try and be cheeky and offer £450. They'll ask for £470. We'll remove the sell-on clause, and maybe £475,000 is what they might well accept, which indeed they do. Very, very happy indeed with that. Now then, what does Zack want a week? He's on £1,900 at Exeter. And quite frankly, he's going to come in and be an important player in our starting lineup. He's happy with that squad role, which is good. We'll try and sign him on a 3-year deal. He's on 2 years remaining at Exeter. We will push the boat out for 3 years, putting faith in his current ability and the fact that he could well improve as a player. And he wants £1,400 a week. I think that's a bit unrealistic for him to ask for less money than he's currently on at a club that's higher and has bigger ambitions. So I will up his wages to £2,400 a week. We have the finances available to do so, and he should just accept that, even though he doesn't have... That's a little too high. Oh no, that's... I was going to say that's me. I was like, hang on, I've offered him more wages and he's saying it's a little bit too high. There we go. Deal done. Zack Jules arrives as a brand new Cambridge United player. We have ourselves a new signing for the first time in this save, in this January transfer window. Make sure I get a couple of pictures I can use for a thumbnail. There we go, that'll do. A good price. How it's less than you said I could get him for. I've saved on what you reckoned he was at, and he's a great first 11 player, and apparently possible deal 340. Never in a million years was he going to be available for £340,000. What a joke. What was he valued at? Rated at 65, right? Zack Jules. How old are you, sir? Oh! Didn't realise that, did we? He's out for 3 months with a torn hip flexor. When the shit did that happen? That might well have happened in their last game, because I'm pretty sure he was available. Cool story, bro. Right, and then in the spend tracker, player bought XXX, I think it goes down as. think. No, I've got that wrong. Is it dash XXX? Oh, there's no spaces. Okay. And then, what did we pay? 480. 475. Wrong watches. There we go. Updated correctly. That must have just happened because I'm sure it never said on his profile that he was injured. Yes, I'd have still signed him. I'd have still signed him. So whether that now puts that there, even though it's displaced or whatever. Whatever, Trevor. We weren't aware whilst we were in the signing process, nor did we see it anywhere, that it turns out, guess what? Zack Jules is injured for 3 months with a torn hip flexor. So he is a new player at the club. He would have failed his medical, but I still would have chosen to sign him regardless. You can still sign someone in real life if they fail their medical. Obviously, most choose not to, but I would have chosen to anyway. So Zack Jules is in, but he won't play for a little while. We didn't realise that in the signing process. Nobody noticed it, not even the 100+ people that are here watching live on stream. So, intriguing. Burton playing a 5-back. They've got Jonathan Lecco up top, who's going to be a difficult player to have. Josh Ojulaja, I always thought was a centre-back, but playing in midfield here for them. But this is going to be one that we look to sim away from us. We're going to play Reading and Wigan. We still win, though, thanks to Jack Lancaster's late 86th minute winner. Thank you very much indeed. Jordan Cousins getting booked after a minute is not sensational work, but a win to go with our draw earlier on. And we've now actually played a game more than some of those around us. We've got Wigan away next. Obviously, they were deducted points earlier this season. They'd be on 41, which would have them in 8th had they not had the financial irregularities. Reading were deducted 6, which would have them on 27. And they would now, finally, be out of the relegation zone on goal difference. However, Stevenage and Port Vale both have games to play and both could get themselves above them in that instance, if they hadn't had the points deduction on either points or goal difference, depending on the results in their next games. It's Wigan and Reading for us next. I don't have the money to, really. I don't have the money to buy anyone else, and there wasn't anyone else available on a free. So we could contemplate loaning someone for the rest of the season with the wage budget we have available. You can see player sales 240, player purchases 475. My remaining transfer budget is 150 grand. I'm not going to be able to buy anyone of any real quality with that, am I? So at present, £8,000 left in my wage budget. Could look to loan someone. Don't really know as we need to loan anyone at this particular moment in time. So we will plough on. No travel costs to go to Burton, apparently. I mean, I won't say no. Player wages. £57,000. So £11,000. Oops. That'll be interesting. Bear from Werder Bremen. Hello. Not Transfer Hub. Finances. Anything else? No. Before we get into the next game, we have question 2 for the press conference from Jamie Owen in the comment section. Says, with a few players' contracts running out in the summer, including loans, is there any news on who could possibly be signing a new one, or would you be letting players go? We've mentioned in the save, in fact, we've mentioned in the video as well, that we are planning on matching Cambridge United's retained list from real life. So those that are being let go IRL, we are going to let go in this save. Those that have been transfer listed IRL, we will transfer list in this save. And those that have been offered a new contract in real life, we have done so with all of them already in this save. So my wage budget at present is bang up to date. That said, a couple of those that have signed new deals in real life, or actually, I think a handful haven't signed new deals in real life. They're just being retained and not looking to be sold. So I may well look to sell some that in real life are staying at the club, depending on, of course, the progress we make in the save. Should we get promoted, or should those that are aging, Michael Morrison is the player in question, who's already dropped to 59 rated this season from 63. I think we'll be letting either him go at the end of next season on a free, or looking to sell him if anyone will buy him at 35 to 36 years of age. But for the time being, everything is in hand. We're matching real life whilst trying to improve the squad with our own signings too. Up next, Wigan here in League One. As we mentioned previously, away from home this time. A 4-3-3 for them against a tired side. Claire, who's on our shortlist, starts for them. Good at centre-back was recommended in the comment section, but he's actually on loan this year from Bristol City in the Championship, so he's unavailable. Hence why we went with Zack, Jules, although I believe Good was too highly valued for us anyway. We will make a couple of changes to the starting lineup for this one after the scoreless draw in the last game, but I don't believe there's much else we need to do at the moment in time. We will try and get something from this game against Wigan. Gouty and Beg, thank you for the follows, guys. Appreciate it. Apologies I missed them when they first came in. Andrew into Cousins. Andrew again. Through the gap with Jordan. Fajiri, runner, Elias can't be found. We're Lee and Elias Kachunga. Very well done. George Thomas being utilised in a wide role at the moment. We'll find Elias Kachunga again. Faye just run offside. It was a great attempted ball though through the gap. We'll switch this, looking for Brophy. Too close to Smith. And then he's played it to Smith. Claire is number 7 for them, which is intriguing. I think I remember looking at him thinking he'd be a better midfielder than he is a fullback. Pierce. Oh, that's a great turn to beat the midfielder. And fired into Humphreys, who's beaten his man. Humphreys in the box, could look for a pass. Okadina with the Saving tackle of all saving tackles. That was superb. Jubbs is set to be put on the transfer list at the beginning of next season. But I would be apprehensive to see him go. Obviously, if we get bids, we will consider them if they come in from the right sides. But, of course, we are going to match only or accept only realistic attempted signings. We've had plenty of interesting players this season from teams that just would not be bidding IRL. So we're not going to sell to anyone. We will only sell to the right clubs. And if no correct clubs bid for him, then, well, he stays. And that's the same for everybody that's on the current transfer list, or anticipated transfer list. Hey, NWA. Here's Smith. Out to Claire. Potentially putting in a bit of a interview here, Claire. If Wigan are still languishing, I think that didn't necessarily need saving from Stephens. Might well have been on its way wide. If we feel like we can tempt him from Wigan to Cambridge, then we will potentially look to do so, because he's not massively expensive. But we don't know yet what next season's budget is going to be. It depends entirely on what our overall balance is at the end of the season, because that's how we decipher what our transfer budget is going to be for any given season. Fajiri's forward here. I've got Elias with me. We'll get it onto his right, but not able to get a clean shot away before a defender closed him down. Brophy will get this under control. Fine Fajiri, looking for Elias through the gap. This time, much more space on his right foot, but Amos makes a good save in goal. Chances at both ends so far. Continually, as per the Blackpool game. No bloody goals, though. That's going to fall kindly for Cousins. He's going to have to lay it off. Zeno out to Danny Andrew. Andrew with the whip. And Kachunga with a header that goes over. Calder, thank you for the 3rd month subscribed, mate. Appreciate it, dude. We had a 10-0 in tactical view, didn't we, against Rotherham in the cup with Leeds? Or was it 10-1? Can't remember. Either way, stupid. Rotherham got a goal, did they? Well remembered, Marcus. Well up, Digger. Great header. Rofi and Kachunga. If they could make a run. He did in the end, but Digby forced out wide here. Is Bennett going to go for a run? He is. Keeping the ball nicely between the two of them. Oh, crowd picking up in their volume for Wigan here, but it's really their defensive players that could do with the help at the moment. Digby and Kachunga. Brophy's out wide. Faye's in the middle, and he's not going to get on the end of that, but Good can't head it that clearly away, never mind. Burton have got new owners, have they? Bennett, Zeno, and Bennett forward to Thomas. Kachunga. Faye's going to make me a run. It's a great ball around the corner for Jimmy Okunabiri. The angle is tight. And he's missed the opportunity. We will not take a 1-0 lead here. Burton were one of the best run clubs in the country, if not the best run club in the country, weren't they, with the previous owners? I'll be intrigued to see if that changes with a change in ownership. Smith. Forwards to, well, Smith. Danny Andrews in the way. Brophy and Fajiri. Challenge. Very well done. Berry and Cousins. Spread it all the way out wide right. Thomas will help it to the right back. really many options in support here, so I'll squeeze that to Elias. And Faye again is making a good run, but he's got a better angle this time. And Fajiri surely does make it 1-0 Cambridge United, literally on the stroke of half-time. 1 minute added on, and there was about 1 minute and 7 seconds played when he struck the ball. The U's are in front away from home. Previous owner was there for 50 years. Wow. Potentially, Shruter, yes. Very much so.
Goal for Cambridge United, number 9,
That's the first time we've bought someone in this save, isn't it? We've loaned players in, but we haven't actually physically bought anyone yet. That's the first time. First player purchase of the save. Blue, white, or mate. Blue, white, or mate. Blue, white, army, rinse and repeat it. Blue, white, army, rinse and repeat it. Blue, white, army, rinse and repeat it. New owners, but the 2 executive directors are the children of the previous owner. Oh, okay. So it's technically a change on ownership on paper, but it's still in the same family. So you presume they'll try and run it the same way, right? Unless the children have different views and aspirations to the father. Cousins with a switch. And Bennett brings it down. Fajiri. Not a goal. Might try and help himself to an assist here. Although George Thomas is probably not going to score from this position. Although Faye could still maybe get himself an assist. Cousins with players in close proximity. We'll get it to Liam Bennett. And we'll try and whip it. Hit a hand. We'll take the free kick. We'll try an in-swinger with Danny Andrew, I think. Rather than an out-swinger with Thomas. And try and sneak someone in towards the back post. 2.5 bars of power. Sneak someone in. That someone, unfortunately, was Claire for them. Danny Andrew could have another go. Cousins and Digby. There's a lot of players in the way at the moment here. Lift it for Bennett. It's a great ball in behind. And he's offside. Oh, you did a creator club, did you, Cole, with Royston? Oh, the Crows. It's Royston, right? Royston are the Crows. Am I mistaken there? Lovely ball over the top. Oh, and that's superb. Humphreys into Smith. Smith. Okadina's there again. He really is genuinely very good. We are matching the real life as we've mentioned, but it would be, or it will be, a shame to see Okadina go. His stat set just suits gameplay, doesn't it? Physical, pacey. Doesn't necessarily have to be that good technically to be able to do a job in game. And that is certainly a feature that is valuable in these saves. Claire down the right hand side for them here. Cross hits Danny Andrew in the face. Goes out for a corner to Wigan. They look like they're going to probably take short, actually. Smith into Godot. Had that excellent ball earlier, but not as good a one on this occasion. Smith, oh, just timed it right. It's Watts, though. Kelland Watts, saved by Stevens. Needed stopping. Didn't look like it was just on target. Smith will deliver here. They've got tall people in the box. And Godot is there. And Stevens with an acrobatic stop to deny him. Plenty of chances in both today's games, but still only the one goal. Here's Smith again. Oh, it's a great cross, keepers there. The plan shouldn't be wrong. I did update it. I updated it on the Go Live notification. I didn't update it on Nightbot. Well done, Chaz. Apologies. Fucking hell. Log Right, will now be correct. Fuck's sake. Plans incorrect, Tawonga. Create a series was Friday. Try it again. You're not being annoying at all, Shroot. I appreciate the support, mate. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. Best of luck with the job hunting, mate. Sorry to hear that you recently lost yours. You want to stream FIFA 22? Stream whatever you like, Wayne. You want to stream? Stream. New plan is that. It's the Japanese Grand Prix today. I won. Hello, Yuso. Thomas and Fajiri to Thomas again. Oh, alright. Cheers. Goddo. Willie and Liam Bennett. Excellently done. Looking for Thomas down the line. Fajiri needs to get on his bike, really. Oh, Elias made a good run. Just bobbled out of possession for me. Bennett's made a good run too. I can't find him, Christ's sake. Come on, cheese. Let's bring Adam May on for Jordan Cousins. Cousins had a good game, to be fair, but... Foot's very toxic, yeah. Has been for years now.
Stands will be open after the game if you'd like to get yourself some post-match snacks.
Smith. Back to good. Oh, I don't know about good. He's lucky. 13 minutes left to play here. Nice ball inside to Smith here. And Wigan still looking for that goal back. Chances to have it so far have been denied by Jack Stevens. Smith could deliver the cross here. Thank you. Bennett. We'll go to Elias. That's not Elias. That's George Thomas. That's Pearce. Humphreys. Into Smith. Through the gap. Smith again. Oh, Zeno. That's a big interception. Lost it though. Goddo again. Smith. Stings the palms, but Stevens again will hold on to it. Might be clean sheet leader for the league, Jack Stevens, although I imagine Bolton have kept quite a few in their fantastic season to this point so far this year. We'll have a look after this game. See if Stevens is right up. He should be right up there at the very least. We've been rock solid defensively in a number of games this season. We've obviously made it more difficult with the sliders as the season has progressed, and results have definitely taken a turn as a result. But at the moment, we've been able to keep a clean sheet in back-to-back games here. We did concede in the Simmed game, sorry, didn't we? 2-1 against Burton, but I feel like Reading we could get a result against as well. We'll wait and see if we can keep the result we've got here, because still Wigan come forward. Humphreys draws Stevens into another save, and in stoppage time it could now happen. Keepers up. Smith with a corner. It's delivered well. Zeno! Big boys up with a big clearing header, and that will be game, I imagine. I was just going to try and lump it and score from well within my own half. Don't need to. Cambridge 1, Wigan 0. Back to the transfer window. Reading win against Oxford. That's huge for them. Bolton win 3-1 against Port Vale. Right. Actually, nope. I want to do this. travel costs. Costs us 12 grand to go to Wigan, apparently. Shirt sales 11. Play wages 57. Afternoon, Jordan. How are you, mate? Senor Barlo. Back up to third. Played an extra game, though. Oh, 12 points clear of Wickham now. I think we're going to get playoffs as a minimum here, but whether we actually make it up or not, I don't know. Wigan and then deadline date. Derby next month. It's going to be huge. We're really not far away at all from the end of the season, are we, actually? Considering the season ends in April and doesn't go into May. Right, give me 2 seconds to just go and have a quick toilet break. Because I just heard Jude, so I know that he's awake, and I'm not going to risk waking him by going out, and I shall be back in a momento. BRB. was just helping Nat get ready to go out. With little Judy. Little Judy Tuesday. Tommy, thank you for the follow, mate. Welcome to the channel, pal. Shush music. Video games. Good, thank you, Ryan. How are you, mate? Oh, we did the finances, didn't we? Yes. Oh, glad you're feeling better now, Marcus. Reading then. Still in indifferent form, still 22nd place in the league, despite having a really decent squad. Underperforming is probably the word, isn't it? Lewis Wing and Charlie Savage in midfield. Still Ruud van Nistelrooy in at cam, but Sam Smith not involved in the whole squad at all. Ballard up top. Dom Ballard, my brain wants to say, but I'm probably wrong with that. Yidom at right back is solid. Joel Pereira was particularly good against us, wasn't he, for Reading last time we played them. Still got Patreon player Chris Taylor on the bench. He might see some football, he might not. We've been rotating the side a little bit in today's episode, and we will look to do so again here. I might put Ben Jackson in at left back. Faye scored a goal, so he's earned the right to start the next game as well. And Adam May hasn't played in a little while, so we'll whack him in for Digger. Other than that, I think we'll be good to go. Come on, then. Oh, they're playing in purple. Ooh. Thank you for the follow, Vernals. Welcome to the channel, mate. Here we go. Come on. Jackson. Nicely fought to Brophy, who's immediately left the defender for dead. And he's got Faye. Little ball back to Cousins. And then here's Adam May. He loves the world, he doesn't he, Adam May? Struck well. Blocked well. Still leading probably the charge for goal of the season, Adam May. Wait and see if we're able to score any more fantastic quality goals this season, or whether we're just going to have a few tap-ins. I don't care how the goal goes into the back of the net. Well, the ball goes into the back of the net, sorry, in all circumstances considered. Here is Ballard now for them up top. Only a few minutes in. Actually, the kit isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be when we first viewed it in the previous screen. A bit Fiorentina-esque. What a whip that is. And Aziz with a great header that surely would have gone in if the defender wasn't in the way. That was really good from Reading. But they might end up going behind. Jack Lancaster in, but behind their line. Support is arriving. Time the ball right. Fajiriok and Abiri misses the target. Unbelievable, Hefe. Can you Adam and Eve it? It's just a chest infection, maybe. Yeah, true. It is definitely just different, isn't it? It's the hexagonals. I'm not sure about the pattern on it. If it was just plain purple with a yellow trim, actually it might be quite nice. Brophy's just ended up on the floor over there. He's back to his feet now and will get involved. Jackson's going to go on an overlapping run here. Gross is available central, but I've fucked the pass, so don't worry about it. Yadom. Picked off. It's poor ball. Soleil. Cousins. Liam Bennett. Always, always, always getting forward. And a really good, dangerous ball as well. Yadom with a better clearance this time. Not sure about Okadina's first touch. I'm going to get lucky that it's going to fall to me. Gross. Lift it looking for Lancaster. We'll find him and he'll keep it in play. Support is with me. We'll take the throw. See what we can do from open play. Now we've gotten it back into the middle. Lancaster's the man on it. Still, somehow. How's his right foot with a finesser? Not sensational, ultimately. Bennett and Soleil. Soleil to Okanabiri. And Bennett. Soleil down the line. Oh, Bruce has just misjudged the flight of the ball. Here's Yadom. Oh, he's just going to have the legs on Ben Jackson here, isn't he? Jackson's quicker than Danny Andrew. But still, actually, as it happens, is quick enough. Who's going to get to that first? They do. I tried to get there with Brophy. Oh, Aziz, that change of pace was fantastic. And here's Ballard now. Okadina's the man in the way again. ×2. And the keeper's up to claim it. I will be gutted to see Jubal Okadina leave the club, but we've committed to matching the realistic decision from the club. Albeit, we'll do it with a heavy heart. Is it Don Ballard? He's Don Ballard. Well done, Chess. Femi Aziz is really good. Do 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 do. Cairo. Oh, Livel. Livel? Lovely little, apparently, is Livel, if you combine the two words. Oh, Yadom. And Ballard. Oh! Doesn't get a block shot this time. Is able to shoot at goal cleanly, but still misses the target. That was well wide of the far post. Reading with a couple of chances here. Haven't taken. Bennett and Zeno. Lancaster to Adam May. I was going to say Alfie May then, but he's the striker. Savage. And Carson. Cairo. Reading taking their time. And then Makaru looks to burst inside. Oh, Makaru scored against us last time, didn't he? Was it 1-1 draw? I just remembered his near-post effort. Just had sudden flashbacks. Here's Holmes into Carson. There's still moments to go. It's not a foul, despite the manager's protests. Jack could flick this, and Bennett could look for Fajiri. If he's got the legs, which he should do, he'll get there, Faye. I don't like the fact that it doesn't matter what you do with sliders, you can't get that central defender to actually close you down. So shit. That'll be 0-0 at half time. I can't, in good faith, score that goal. Yeah, look, the detailings, I'm really not keen on that whatsoever. It's not even hexagonal, it's just scaly. Turtle shell kit, yeah, basically. That's poor from Ballard. Got to do better than that. 1-0 United, Mike. Up the yellows. Ocadina and Jackson. He's going to go again? No. Yes. Make your bloody mind up, pal. Oh. Shit. Here's your Dom. That's heavy. I do like Ocadina. In fact, Ocadina is so effective. Just proves the point about players that just have good physicals being good enough to do a job. You don't need the technical ability, which is why I was apprehensive about Zack Jules. But if Jubbs is going to leave, then Jules will just fill that void. Wing. Aziz fouled, apparently, even though he just kind of ran into me. Wing's effort blocked. Gross wins the header. Deck, thank you very much for the 11th month subscribed, my man. What was the message? Long time no see. Loving this game you save as a fellow fan. Appreciate it, dude. Glad you're enjoying the save, dude. Makes sense because Reading's owners are snakes. Way. Not wrong. Cousins drill it out to Brophy. Not a great first touch. Just lay that for Jackson, who can go inside there to Cousins, whose ball would surely have found Fajiri in a great position had it found its way through. Lancaster trying to spin away, can't do it. Here's Harvey Nibbs into Ballard. And Savage. Option out wide here. Mikairu. Can you find Ballard in the middle? Is he going to go solo again? He's going to find Charlie Savage. Finds Zeno Ibsen Rossi right in front of him. Reading do commit a lot of bodies forward, but they are recovering well enough almost every time they do so. If they could get forward, that would be great. Lancaster's made a great run, but I've run straight into Charlie Savage. Still, no goals in this game. Yeah, Brady does go to Arsenal a lot in FC, doesn't he? Rizzo, thank you for the follow, mate. Let's tackle by Soleil. Mbiri. Oh, wasn't meant for Lancaster, but don't mind. If this finds Brophy, it's not going to find Brophy. I think Aziz is on a really nice diagonal run here. Feeds Harvey Nibbs. That's a great ball. Is he onside? Heinzman says yes. Back to Mikairu. Oh, it's a great turn. It's a great save as well by Stevens. Brilliantly done. Surely should have scored. Wing will take the corner short. Less than 25 minutes to go now in the game. And that's going to fall nicely initially for Holmes, but his touch lets him down. And Bengay and Ballard. Ocadina in. Ocadina caught on it. Nibbs saved by Stevens. Really scoring at the Abbey once more, Harvey Nibbs, but for the wrong bloody team as far as we're concerned. Thankfully it stays out, but can't lift the pressure. Boos going round the ground. Really sure why from Cambridge fans, unless it was for Harvey as a former player. Perhaps that's coded into the game. Here's Mikairu. Option to go again is there, but Bennett has it covered. Decent cross. He might be losing out physically at the back post. Ben Jackson, indeed he does. But, thankfully, Finn Aziz can't direct his header on target. Ocon leaving is self-inflicted, I think. It's probably the best way to phrase it. Thanks for follow, Sickard. Welcome to the channel, mate. Do 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 do. Glad you enjoy the lower league save, my man. Digby and Brophy and Okadina. Look at them hounding me now, Reading. It will work or it will fail for them as a technique and a tactic. Ben Jackson's had no luck down this left-hand side so far today. Lewis Wing into Nibs. Brophy gets there, but Aziz with a diving tackle gets the ball away. Mukairo. Well in, Jackson. Bennett forward. Lancaster. Oh, I was going to try and switch to Brophy. Bennett will try it. What a ping! What an interception. Yadom gets there. Aziz. Lewis Wing looking to thread the needle. Does so. Yadom. And Ballard. And Ballard. And wide. Again, chances for both sides. And nobody can find the back of the net. A braver on for Carson for them. We've seen so many shots on goal in today's episode. And to this point, across 3 games, probably 30 plus chances, only 1 goal. Both goalkeepers and wayward finishing. Probably the reason for it. Reading in possession though here late in the game. Yadon with runners. There is to be a goal in this one. It looks like it will probably come from either this Reading pressure or a very quick Cambridge counter-attack. But even when we win the ball back, we lose it again. Wing to Charlie Savage and spread out wide. Only 1 minute added on, and that 1 minute is done. That is a draw for Cambridge United against Reading. A valuable point for them. Frustrating draw for us. I don't think the boos from the crowd are justified, really. I feel like we were good enough value for a win should we have been able to sneak it, but unfortunately we just weren't quite able to sneak it. We have the third and final question for you from the presser. This one from the True Blitz, saying, is the club looking to keep Ghassan Ahadme on a permanent, or do you already have a replacement in mind? That actually is a question that I will pass on to you guys in the comments section. Do you think we should look to sign this year's loanee Ghassan Ahadme on a permanent next season from Ipswich, should they be open to selling him? Or do we look elsewhere for a new striker? Jenna's leaving us, Okanabiri's leaving us, Taylor's leaving us. We will, at the beginning of next season, only have Joseph Vegas as a striker, unless you want me to sign Ghassan on a permanent. He's gotten 10 league goals and 1 assist so far this season. He's the top goal scorer at the club, alongside probably Brophy still, actually. Oh, Fajiri's got 7 now. Brophy on 5. At present, do you think he's worth trying to buy? Currently valued at £725,000. Affordable, certainly. Good enough for this division? Yes. Good enough for the Championship if we get promoted? I don't know. But certainly at 23 years of age, room to grow regardless. I'm going to go and sort my finances out with regards to the spreadsheet, and then we will have transfer deadline day at the end of the episode. I think you're right, Yuso. Monaco just made it more straightforward from Alpine's side, didn't it? Right, let's get as far as deadline date. And then we can deal with rounders. No. Let's update the finances. So, stadium maintenance, where are we here? Match tickets, 73. Shirt sales, 7,000. Player wages, 57. That was it, right? That was indeed it. Hulk is indeed joining Audi, yes. We will double check that the Kiwi is still a free agent. He is. Alex Grieve is still a free agent as it stands. So transfer deadline day then, 10 hours to go. Mohamed Simikan to Real Betis is the biggest move so far in this deadline day part of the window, but I'm sure there have been bigger deals elsewhere throughout the course of the season. There's been a bigger deal. Now, no, it wasn't bigger, but it's still sizable in terms of its notability. Thomas Partey, £30 million from Arsenal to Barcelona. Pavlidis coming to the Premier League, 25 years of age, Greek from RZ to Brentford for 27.9. Kieran Trippier to Real Madrid is not necessarily one I would have expected at all. Wait and see what else happens throughout the course of the window. Anything of note to go through in these latter stages? Sam Taylor leaves, I want to say Tranmere, to go to another club whose badge I don't recognise. I apologise. Tammy Abraham leaves Roma to go to Real Sociedad, £33.2 million, the second biggest deal of the day. Now, the third biggest deal of the day is Alex Garcia goes from Girona to Atletico Madrid. Dunk has been approached by Sandhausen. Harrison Dunk, available on a free, of course, leaving the club at the end of the season. And he may well be... Where is Sandhausen? That's Germany, isn't it? SV Sandhausen, I think, a German third division. I might be mistaken, but I believe so. And that is his destiny sealed. Mikolenko goes to Feyenoord, which is a surprising move for him at 24 years of age. Kusunu by Leverkusen to Bilbao, one of the biggest deals on deadline day then, with 2 hours to go. A few more loans going through, but that is all she wrote for the transfer window. And we'll go and have a look and see who the biggest deals of the day were. And I know for a fact a number of the Patreon players have also managed to pick up a move in that deadline day. So let me save it there and we'll go and have a look. They're as Via Liga side, are they, Jin? Thank you, mate. I have enough money for a free, Davidenki, but not for a purchase, no. Right. So the transfer hub out first with the Patreon players. Let me bring that up on this page. So I can't see chat for the moment, so bear with. Actually, no, I can bring it up there, can't I? Oh, they are Dry Liga, are they? I thought they were Dry Liga. Will still a free agent. No, sorry, Will at Bradford. Schillo still a free agent. Schultz at Ipswich. Hayes at Tranmere was right with that badge. Tyrrell free agent. Yanda has gone to FC Goa. Blacker, James Blacker to Monaco. That is new, isn't it? Where is Blacker? Yeah, free agent to Monaco. That's a great move for him. Greasley at Exeter. Emmett to Derry City. Not such a great move for him. Similar colour scheme. Not quite similar in stature. Dallas still at Freiburg's Vi. Bjorn did go to Werder Bremen. Ben at Portsmouth, Lackland at Sydney, Patrick at Timbers, Anderson at Blackpool. I think that was one that he chose. It was Cork at free agent. Lynn we've done. Mize at Liverpool. Besic we've done. Brandon Yang, free agent to Real Betis. Oh, Betis' second side. Real Betis Balompi. That's their second side, right? Balompier. Am I correct in that assumption, or is that just a change in Betis's name? Does Betis not have a second team? Oh, it's just the regular Real Betis. I've never ever seen them be called Betis Balompié before. How peculiar. How peculiar. Wrong spreadsheet. Davison, free agent. Brannan, Bristol Rovers. Simmons, free agent. Draper. Draper should be here now yet. Grimsby. James, free agent. Simpson, free agent. All the free agents still free agents. Owen there. Sumela there. Liam there. Danny at Crawley. Daniel at Everton. Michael Watford. Josh at Port Vale. I think that might be it. It is indeed. Roblox and PJ Nolan, thank you for the follows, guys. Welcome to the channel. So the biggest deals of the window all told were as follows. None in the top three were actually in the winter window. Achraf Hakimi to Manchester United, however, and Leroy Sané to Manchester United as well. Now they are a couple of very good signings. Julian Alvarez has gone to Leverkusen. Great signing for Leverkusen. Poor business from Manchester City to sell him, but he does leave them a lot in Carimo, doesn't he? Which is why we signed him at Leeds. Joshua Kimmich has gone to Atletico Madrid, and Kingsley Coman left in the summer. Bayern letting a lot of good players go. They did sign Jack Grealish in the summer, but poor, I think. Domenico Berardi to Arsenal is one we see quite regularly, isn't it? Alex Garcia we saw to Atletico Madrid. Toni Kroos to PSG. Kroos, of course, retiring IRL. That happened in December, so went through at the beginning of the month. Douglas Luiz to Barcelona is an intriguing one. Rodrigo de Paul to Liverpool. Malero to Leipzig. We've got Kusunu to Bilbao, as we saw. Anything else from January? Simakan we saw. O'Reilly to Real Sociedad from Celtic. I think that might be it. Oh, Garnacho to Villarreal for £33.4 million. Tammy we showed you. And two Coop Miners from Atalanta to Roma. With regards to the Patreon players, there have been some more transfers, some more moves from free agents. So we have seen, as we scroll down, it says not able to scroll, we've seen Yanda sign for FC Goa in India. We've seen James Blacker sign as a free agent for Monaco, which is a great move for him. We've seen Bjorn Jackson, bearer sign for Werder Bremen in Germany. We've also seen in this window, where was it? There was still two or three further down. Brandon Yang has signed for Real Betis. Real Betis Balompié is full main side Real Betis. I've just never seen them down as Real Betis Balompié before. Never seen the Balompié as part of the name of the club, but that is first team Real Betis, not a second string second team, and I believe that was it. So everyone else is still at their original clubs or as a free agent, but all growing well and will continue to do so for the rest of the save. Everybody has potential of 92. It's just a question at the moment of who's going to get there first, but it's also not going to happen anytime soon either. But we are, of course, in this for the long haul with this realistic road to glory that sees us still just hanging on to third spot, but only by the skin of our teeth with that extra game played. We have Derby County in the next episode, which could be massive for the automatic promotion spot. We also have Barnsley in the next episode as well, which could be huge for the playoff spot as well, because they're the ones in fourth trying to close in on Derby themselves and only 4 points off. We've got Wycombe to come in the next episode as well. They're 7th. Oxford to come to, they're 8th. Bit of a big one, really, isn't it? Don't miss it. Join me for it tomorrow. Do drop the video a like if you've enjoyed today's, though. Thank you very much indeed for your continued support, and to those on the board behind me. I appreciate the support. Thank you. Today we're saying to Shrewt Farms, who's been with us on stream actually all day as well, which is great. Joel, and to Bacon here as well. Thank you for your continued support, all of you. And do, of course, keep the likes coming in. Do come and join me on stream. It'd be great to have you. But for now, I'm going to go and record the next episode, if you don't mind. Let me know the feedback about that striker too. He's still a free agent as it stands. So that, and Gassan, obviously. The feedback for that will be vital too. I'll see you tomorrow. Got there in the end. Waffly, waffly, waffly. Oh, God. Didn't want to do that at all. Right, let's get that edited, shall we? Then we can start to record that next one. We probably won't have enough time to finish it. In fact, no, we won't at all, because we might in fact just switch straight to Formula One. Considering time is getting away from us this afternoon, that took significantly longer to record than anticipated. Will those players in the player months look like a horrible Photoshop job? Really? Which one? The guy with the short neck? He's like, ugh. But with bigger arms than I've got. Norris, Glenn, catch you later, dude. We have officially then bought a player in this save now. I need to move the footage from where it was to where it needs to be. FC, actually RTG, it's episode 9 I think actually. Appreciate your patience in waiting. Set this. We'll edit this, set it to render. I'll go and make some lunch, and then we'll switch to Formula One. Reminds me of Magic. His head seems so small. A teeny tiny man. I'm copying the title of the video. Come on, hurry up and build your fucking peaks, will you? Christ. So we'll edit this, and then by the time we've edited that, and I've made some lunch, we've restarted the stream, it'll be time to go on to F1 at 3 o'clock, won't it? This being tomorrow's video, and tomorrow we'll try and record 2 episodes. Oh, we had a lot of prep work for this one, didn't we, whilst we were figuring out transfers and looking at this and looking at that. Tomorrow we should be able to record 2 episodes of the RTG before then switching to Formula One. It's Japanese Grand Prix today, I think, pretty sure. So we might as well change that on the thing here, mightn't we? Hopefully it won't be bloody raining this time as well. Welcome to January transfer window episode of the real and less so in the top flight. The transfer window, we've got a lot to talk about on the pitch now. Byers nicely in, nicely tackled. Right, Byers nicely in, nicely tackled. We won't have the opportunity. Like, if people want me to sign Gassan, it will have to happen next season because I've not got enough budget left. Handful of players that have been retained by Cambridge United for next season IRL, and we're moving every position, and we won't have the funds to do that. So we're going to have to be selective with who we buy, when we buy, and where from.
Barkley to Villa for 5 million. Is that all they paid?
How we buy, i.e. paid transfer or free transfer. And fingers crossed, everything will fall into place for us financially. Header away here on goal, and he has, and the line and off the woodwork. No opening goal for the U's. Come on, bros. Come on, bros. Come on, bros. Down you go. Gassan's
Oh, really?
in the middle.
Tyres.
Gassan's always
You do
available.
feel the tyres, do you?
Gassan. He's got Danny Andrew around the outside. The left back's in the box here. Minimal options, so we'll just go. Gassan, great hold from Gassan. And look at Brophy on the move. He's got Danny Andrew around the outside. The left tension. Didn't get it done. Didn't get it done. Gassan, great hold up play. And a look at Brophy on the middle. Opening goal for Cambridge once more, but we are the side playing the better football. Really, the only side playing any goal. Still, we haven't got one, but Zeno, other than actually do anything football-wise, Liam Bennett doesn't score at all for us so far this season. Well, hasn't scored at all for us so far this season. I think that might be the first shot he's had that's actually been on bloody target. Still, the U's push for a goal. Still, we haven't got one, but Zeno could nod this down. Ducking, weaving. Still, we haven't got one. Till this exact moment. Byers to Hamilton. He very nearly gets himself an assist scoreline if it weren't for that last minute.
Plant the car early on, then you
Poor
feel
finish.
having to apply less and less throttle through 1 and 2 as the tyres were.
Howland Lavery? No, it's Shane Lavery. Oh, I was wrong all along. But hopefully they don't score. They find how old he is. Stoppage time in the we did the first. We didn't find a way through. Will they? Will provide an option when needed in multiple areas for slightly longer, I think, because he can play at centre mid and at centre. It's not sensational. Doesn't score many goals for Digby. Hasn't scored one here, but maybe can get on the cross. He's at the back post. It's Gassan that's there in the middle, and Grimshaw with a wonderful stop. Lancaster. Oh, Lancaster from the edge of the box. He loves a finesser, but Grimshaw's in the way again.
Even with the AI being so reliable at the minute, it was fun with the nature of the track, following them through the snake. Oh, as in knowing exactly what the AI are going to fucking do. Hopefully that gets patched really soon, because
no, Jordan Cousins.
it is not making.
He's not there in the way.
the
Jordan
moment.
Rhodes. Jordan v Jordan. Hinton keeps up. Brophy's trying. Pateta. Looks do that. Though almost everything happened at that one end of the pitch. First half for us, second half for them. Both goalkeepers come out with a clean sheet.
This is Vegas
Each
Pro,
set of
Tyler.
defenders was very, very impressive in
Vegas
that game,
Pro.
with 11 shots for us and 5 for them. Right, we are back and my spreadsheet, and then we'll think about going and signing Zack Jules from Exeter. Zack has been very regularly 7.
Does it say on his profile that he's injured?
Players. Right, appealing move immediately now as we're between games. Jordan Archer's still a goalkeeper. I'm contemplating how many games he's playing at Wigan and what league we're in, certainly. But
It doesn't say anywhere on his profile there
now, and they
that he's injured. Go in and sign him.
£480,000 is what they might well accept, which indeed they available. Reckon £480,000 is about what we could get him for. And again, cheeky enough for 450, they'll ask for 470, £480,000. So I'll try and be cheeky enough for 50, they'll ask for Quadro. Indeed they do. Very, very happy indeed with that. Now, very, very happy indeed. Now then, what is £100? On a 3-year deal. He's on 2 years remaining at Exeter. We will push the boat out for 3 years, putting faith in his current ability and the fact that he could well improve as a player.
I started on YouTube, Trip,
and he wants
and then started streaming a few years later once I got internet that was good enough to start streaming.
For less money than he's currently on at a club that's higher and has bigger ambitions. So I will up his wages to do that.
You're on 105 at the minute. And you're competitive at 105. Damn, bruh, I'm not. But yeah, we've had no mistakes by AI, no yellows or spins or anything like that. I had no retirements and no mechanical failures or anything either.
£1,400 a week. We have the finances available to do so, and he should just accept that, even though he doesn't have. That's a little too high. Oh no, that's me. I was going to say that's me. I was like, hang on, I've offered him more wages, and he's saying it's a little bit too high. There we go. Deal done. Zack, Jules in this save in this January transfer window. Good. Oh, we weren't aware. What? We weren't aware whilst we were in the signing process, nor did the client new months with a. I don't have the money. Don't really know as we need to loan any. We will plough on. Before we get to the next game, we have 6 years of age. Those that have been transfer listed.
Oh, questions. I nearly forgot to put the questions in.
Tricky scenario. So there is going to be a balance again in the summer. National options should they become available at any point. Now then, you guys want to know what's happening with regards to transfers, and as things stand, we don't have much money. We've got lots of players that are running out of contract. We've got lots of players that are aging, regardless of whether they are. I'm Cambridge United through and through, and rumour mill suggests that you're. One of which we can cover now from Oliver. The rumour mill suggests that you are viewed in high regard by some smaller international teams. What do you plan on doing when international job offers come in? Quite frankly, I am solely focused on club football.
Could have sworn I saved them. I did. What? Where are they? So strange. Well, I can do it from here at least.
International teams. One of which we can cover now from Oliver. The rumour mill suggests that you are. Which we can cover now from Oliver. The rumour mill suggests that you are viewed in high regard by some smaller international teams. What do you plan on doing when international job offers come in? Quite frankly, I am plan on doing when international job offers come in. Quite frankly.
I'm a derp. Mitch, thank you for the follow, mate. Welcome to the channel, pal.
Retains and not looking to. Is there any news on who could possibly be signing a new one, or would you be letting players go? Into the next game, we have question 2 for the press conference from Jamie Owen in the comment section. News on who could possibly be signing a new one, or would you be letting players go? We've mentioned in the save, in fact, we've mentioned in the video as well. Something from this game against Wigan. Oh, it's a great turn to beat Pierce. Oh, it's a great turn to beat. Going to be Pierce. Oh, it's a great turn to beat.
Include the turn.
The Pierce. Oh, it's a great turn to beat the midfielder.
Damien's, thank you for the follow, mate. Welcome to the channel, pal.
Humphreys, who's beaten his man. Humphreys in the box. Could look for a pass. Okadina with the saving tackle of all saving tackles. That was superb. Jobs is set to be put on the track. Potentially putting in a interview here, Claire. Wigan are still languishing. We can tempt him from Wigan to Cambridge. Then we will potentially look to do so, because he's not massively expensive. But we don't know yet what next season's budget is going to be. It depends entirely on what we'll get it onto his right, but not able to get a clean shot away before a defender closed him down. Brophy will get this through the gap. This time, much more space on his right foot, but Amos makes a good save in goal. Chances of the whip.
Nothing came with the corner, did it?
And Kachuka, the third month subscribed. But run. It's a great ball around the corner for Jimmy Okunabiri, the angle. Bennett is a opportunity. We will not take a 1-0 lead here.
We'll hear though.
And Cousins. Who's in the way? Cousins. Okunabiri. And Cousins. Time. Fajiri Hughes are in front away from home.
Bom, 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 bom.
Lovely ball over the top. Oh, and that's superb. Lovely ball over the top. Oh, and that's superb. Humphreys into Smith. Smith.
How far have you all gotten in your F1 career modes? Like, how
Really
many
is genuinely
races have you
very
done
good.
by this point?
We are matching the real life as we've mentioned, but it would be, or it will be, a shame to see Okadina go physical, pacey. Andrew in the face. He was there, and Stevens with an acrobatic stop, but still only the one goal. Bennett. We'll go to Elias. Nice. Bennett. We'll go to Elias. That's not Elias. That's George Thomas. That's Goddo again. Smith. Into Smith. Into Smith. Through the go. East. Results have definite. Stevens into another. It was 1, Wigan 0. Back to the transfer window. Reading then. Still in India. Reading then. Still in. So he's earned the right to start the next game as well. And Adam May has. Pereira was particularly good against us, wasn't he, for Reading last time we played them? Still got Patreon player Chris Taylor on the bench. He might see some football, he might not. We've been rotating the side a little bit in today's episode. Brophy, who's immediately left at ball back. Hey, he loved. Yeah, how the goal goes. And Aziz with a great header that surely would have. Isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be when we first viewed it in the previous screen. Fiorentina. What a whip that is. And Aziz with a great header. Actually, you don't clear doesn't. Is arriving. Time the ball right for the target.
What about that counter?
Okadina's the man in the way again. Times. Oh, now the legs on bench were broken. Carton flat to go. Albeit, we'll do it with a heavy heart. Good physical. Had it found. That's a great ball. Is he on? Linesman says yes. Back to Mackay. Evans.
4 races into your Jensen Button at Williams' career. Are you going to try and follow his real life
25 minutes to
career
go now in the
progression?
game.
And then create a My Team as Braun
nicely initially
GP
for Holmes, but his touch lets him down. And Bengay
at some point?
and Ballard.
Or maybe just skip the
Okadina
Braun
in.
GP year and go straight to
Okadina
McLaren.
caught on it. Nibs saved by Stevens. Nearly scored.
Although Braun GP, I guess you could go to Mercedes, which is who that team was, and then to McLaren. And I'm not sure the progression from BAR Honda, what team that is now, IRL. It might be Aston Martin.
Scoring at the Abbey once more, Harvey Nibs, but for the run, the pressure. Boo might be losing out. His header on target. Lewis Wing, thread the needle, does so. Yadom and Ballard and 1 or 3 games. Be quick. Came on that. Should we've been able to sneak in to keep Ghassan Ahmad on. And final question for you from the presser. This one from the True Blitz saying, is the club looking to keep Ghassan Ahmad on a permanent, or do you already have a replacement in mind? That actually is a sort my finances out with regards to the spreadsheet, and then we will have transfer deadline day at the end of the episode. Transfer deadline day then, 10 hours to go. Mohammed, to transfer deadline day, 10 hours to go. And we'll go and have a look. So the biggest deal of the window also. So that tomorrow. 34-minute transfer window special. Just watch the music in the background of it, and then we can set it to render. Videos. It's taken what, like 12 minutes or something to edit, which is perfectly acceptable. I appreciate you guys understand my needing to do this. If we get to a point where we're earning enough again where I can consider paying an editor to do the FC stuff as well as the F1 stuff, then I'll consider it. But contemplating a few options, went with him at Williams to begin with as he's an advisor there IRL, but the history path options leave a lot of doors open. Yeah, they do. I'm sure Jensen started his career at Williams as well. But yeah, starting a custom career as you in F2 would be good fun. I do that if I could get views doing that. I do that for my sake as well. Realistic RTG career mode. We're looking to improve the squad.
However,
we don't have much money to do so.
So
it's going to be a tricky scenario at the moment, managing players and where from. hopefully, and even how we buy placed. Zack has been Pateta and the pressure on. Is Grimshaw going to make a final mistake? Doesn't look like it. In a game with multiple chances, first half for us, second half for them. Both goalkeepers come out with a clean sheet. And we weren't aware whilst we were in the signing process, nor did we see it anywhere, that it turns out, guess what? Before we get into the next game, we have question 2 for the press conference from Jamie Owen in the comment section. Says, with a few players' contracts running out in the summer, in those that are being let go IRL, we are going to let go in this save. Those that have been transfer listed IRL, we will transfer list in this save. And those that have been offered a new contract in real life, we have done so. Well, Zeno! Big boys up with a big clearing header, and that will be game, I imagine. I was just going to try and lump it and score from well within my own half. Don't need to. Cambridge 1, Wigan 0. Back to the transfer window. Reading then, still in indifferent form.
What
still
I'm saying, back to the
22nd
transfer window,
place in the
Chase,
league.
immediately cutting
for
to a
Harvey,
transfer window.
as a former player, perhaps that's close. But, thankfully, Finn Aziz can't direct his header on target. Lewis Wing looking to thread the needle. Does so. Yadom. And Ballard. And Ballard. And done. That is a draw for Cambridge. Wing to Charlie Savage and spread out wide. Only 1 minute added on, and that 1 minute is done. That is a draw for Cambridge United against Reading. A valuable point for them. Frustrating draw for us. I don't think the boos from the crowd are justified, really. I feel like we were
And there's a gap in there.
good enough value for a win should we have been able to sneak it, but unfortunately we just weren't quite able to sneak it. We have the third and final question for you.
Apparently we don't have the third and final question for you because I pressed the wrong button.
It's on stream actually all day as well, which is great. Right. Afternoon, Ryan. How are we, mate? Pretty telling for views that even the big F1 game YouTube people don't do an F2 career. Yeah, exactly. I would love to, though. But you got to do what gets views, and unfortunately, at the moment, that does not. Nor will it ever, I fear. I don't think that's really ever going to be a thing, unfortunately. Right. Episode 9. The question is, which picture do we use? Oh, I'll use that one. I've got to use that one. Because the good thing is about using pictures of players that... Oh, hold on, Chelsea twat. Using pictures of players that don't exist in game, i.e. don't have their player faces in game, means that I can pop them on a thumbnail like this, so no one's actually going to know who the hell it is that I've signed. Pew, pew. There we go. Do that, and then bing. Le Bosch. That's why that didn't fucking work earlier, Ches, you idiot. I tried to do something earlier with a thumbnail and was like, why is it not saving in the right place? Because I was doing something wrong. I'm a fucking moron, that's why.
You've had 2 secret meetings while at Kick. One was V-Carb and the other was at Alpine. Both are lower than you in the R&D and points, so it was an easy thanks, but no yeah, same for us. We've had Alpine approach us so far since we've been at Haas. Welcome home, Daniel. Yeah, intrigued to see that Aston Martin were interested in you at Williams. That's a good shout. Obviously shows how good a form you've been in. The Williams is actually a decent car though, isn't it? In F1. Which it should be. Decent car in real life. Right. Let me go for a quick toilet break. I'm going to make some lunch. And then we will come and Formula 1 our little boobies off. Stonking in a straight line in game like IRL. Yeah, it really is. F1 will be in about 20 minutes, Daniel. Slightly beforehand. I shall be back in a moment, boys. BRB. Your Fitbit thought you'd been asleep because you'd barely moved. Yeah, that is a little bit of a sign to do something, isn't it, Jamie? It'll be the Williams that's stonking in a straight line. One imagines. Right, we saved that, didn't we? Yes, I know. Fucking Ultimate Team, go away. We don't care about Ultimate Team. Thank you. There's 9, please. There's 9, please. No. There's 9, please. No. 13. Thank you. You did a Ricardo career. 1 secret meet in the first 13 races. Is that it? That's intriguing. How are you finding it, Joe? What difficulties do you race at? How are you finding the AI, etc.? I won't ask how you find the handling because they're going to change it. So it's pointless. TT, thank you very much for the 15th month and 4th in a row, mate. Very good of you, dude. We're in Japan today, Rob. We're in Japan today. Right. I'm going to do the whole restart the stream thing to segment each recording for both the YouTube stream and on Twitch as well. So I'm going to go offline, update the details for the YouTube stream and go back live again. So I will be back live with you in literally about 30 seconds. So don't go anywhere. BRB.